Hello and welcome to Extra Connections. I'm James-jlottjr here on JLJ Media, and I'm going to give a little explanation of what I do in this field, entertainment and content creation. This was inspired by a viewer of mine who the last couple of days, I'm not going to say their name, they know who they are. Hopefully they're watching this video because it's kind of made for you, but then for those two, I take everything as a learning experience because everybody knows everything. I assume you guys do, but then I find out later, not everybody knows stuff. So I'm going to use that as an explaining tool, just in case people who don't know. But I'm using this jumping off point from this semi-regular viewer of my work. A lot of times I do these morning shows called the JLJ Media this morning, or JLJ this morning. And this person the last couple of times in the chat was suggesting, can I let you know about there's these services and these things you go and there's GoFundMe, doing all these suggestions on how to raise money in the chat. And so I didn't really respond. I didn't respond the first day. The second day, I responded late because I was actually doing the show. I see that you see the comments on the side, and I was busy actually answering someone's question. And I had to finish that thought out. And I answered late, but I don't know if that person was in the chat still. That person retracted the questions, and that person, like the person knows who he is or she is. They know who they are. So hopefully they're watching this. But so I want to explain just a little something. So for me, this is for me. This is for James-jlottjr and JLJ Media. So I'm a content creator. I have several different companies. And so in this company, JLJ Media, I'm a content creator. I'm a media company, multimedia. I do music, books, videos, podcasts, audio dramas, audio comedies. What else do I offer into this thing? Coaching, also on this thing, all kind of stuff. Zooms, all kind. I offer certain merchandise. I offer certain things on here, and it's standard practice. A lot of content creators have this. I'm a YouTuber. What we do is when we come on here, and this happens to a lot of YouTubers. If you go on many different ones, we're always trying to raise money. But it's like a regular thing because this is what we do this is our job. So it's not for any specific projects a lot of times. It's just that we're always trying, this is what we do for a living because we don't get paid an hourly wage. So I'll just say that, we do this. So my other jobs, I get paid a rate, or when I get a gig, I get paid a rate, and that's what you get paid. A lot of us get paid through YouTube. A lot of us get paid through podcast services. And so that's kind of like, that's one of our bread and butters. And that's why you'll see people saying, hit the super chats, hit the super thanks afterwards, or like me, or some people like me, we have a Venmo, we have a CashAPP, we have this. Also, I have a Patreon, I have a buymeacoffee.com. It's all stuff. And so for me, unlike some others, they other things, I actually offer fresh content everywhere. So if you become a Patreon member, depending on what level, you get content just for that from me. If you do buy me a coffee, I have content on there just for that you get for supporting me. And then I have stuff on YouTube. So if this person was being sincere, I just want to say thank you for being sincere and wanting to offer advice. But my thing is, I know about GoFundMe. I know about all these different things. That's what I'm trying to do. And that's kind of the point for a lot of us who do this. That's not even a point either. So like a lot of my basic bills, mortgage and stuff, that's paid. I get that paid every month. I get enough money to take care of that because I have another business that takes care of all that. This is just a regular practice. So I have a lot of little expenses that come along with doing this stuff. And so I'm always pushing for money and trying to get money, but it's like, sign up for the classes, sign up for this. It's buy the merch. It's just, that's part of it. This is my business. So for me, it's much more, also a lot of people too, interactive. I have my lotties out there, people come through here. I want to give you a chance to feel like you're a piece of the pie because I do this for you. Literally, I'm talking to myself, putting shit out for myself if you guys didn't respond. And many of you guys know, I listen to you guys. A lot of times, you'll ask for a certain guest or a certain story or me to do a certain Zoom, and I try to do them. And I've done them and have been very successful. Like, you guys tell me what you want, which is another thing that sets me apart from a lot of content creators. A lot of content creators just give you what they give you and you follow that. And that's fine. You love it and it's fine. For me, I'm kind of half and half. I give you what I want to give you, but I also ask you for advice and suggestions. If someone goes, you should do a Zoom on this. I've done it, huge success. Like, I'm like, because you said it came from you. You told me I would do this, and I'll ask you, well, should we do it? Would you guys sign up if I did this? And that's how the whole Zoom thing started. It was like, I asked you guys if I would do a private Zoom for soaps, would you do it? And it's been very successful. Create a whole other income that I didn't even expect last year. And so that's kind of what this is. So there's times when I might need $100 or $75 or $30. And so I come to you in the morning of my show. I've done a couple of telethons that are very successful. I'd rather do that because it's just more direct and it's more where I come to you, and I also thank you online. And I want to actually thank two people today, and that's Yvette Thompson, and I want to thank Samantha Mitchell, who both gave, and actually I was able to pay a couple of bills that had to do with my work. I have music that's out there, and sometimes I have to pay fees to have it redistributed out to keep it out there in the world once a year usually. And it costs a little bit. They just cost like $20 a year, and kind of just different prices. And so you guys paid for that today for a couple of my songs to stay out in the world and make more money for me. I make money, and so I make money from views. I make money from at how long you watch my videos. That's how I make money. People ask me about that too, like how you make money on YouTube. It's length of you watching, because it knows everything. Just the analytics know everything. The length of you watching, when you tune in, when you press play, it starts to record how long you're watching it. I make money according to that. Also, on podcasts and stuff and all these things, when you download, I get paid. When you spin it, I get paid. So when you play it, I get paid something. So that's why I tell people, go check it out, like it. And the likes and follows are really all not just for my own ego. Like the video for me, make me feel good. It helps the algorithm on some level get my material out there. When a lot of you guys like the material, put a thumbs up, I'll see it come back to me. They'll suggest it to me. And I'm like, this is just my own video to me, which is really good. But also helps people who like my stuff, who don't know when I'm on, because my schedule is crazy. They can see, oh, James was on earlier today, and it gets into the ether. It's a weird. That's how it is on TikTok. It's how it is on Instagram. It's just weird. So I get paid certain ways. I didn't get paid from YouTube this month. I had to make my threshold, so that's why I came to you guys, and you guys helped me take care of some of my just the smaller bills here. I never asked for tons and tons of money, but it's usually just to help me out. But I'll always be asking. I'll always be saying, hit the super chats. I'll always say that's what we do. That's what content creators do, especially on YouTube. And like I said, a lot of us have Patreons. When we saying join our Patreon, like that's kind of what we do. So it's not so much that I need monetary assistance from I'm trying to get it from the government or try to get it from here. I am applying for grants for certain things, and I've got a couple. I've gotten some. I have because I have over 50 shows. So I have some of my shows have sponsors. So myself and my co-hosts are getting paid. So I am doing that stuff too. But I don't want to do a GoFundMe and that kind of stuff. I just rather do the telethon, talk to you guys, bring my famous people on, make it more interactive for you guys and more fun, because many of you guys like to hang out with me on live on YouTube. And it's become a thing. Even I love it. I love being on YouTube talking to you guys. We had some great discussions the last like 5 or 6 shows in the morning, and then my late night, and I do shots for late night. It's a common practice. Go to people like the World Girls or Trilogy Media, or Peach McIntyre. They all ask for money. They always are. Always, this is what we do. It's just kind of what we do. This is my full-time job. So yes, I am out there getting some grants for things, getting some things taken care of. I have another business, and that takes care of some of my basic needs there too. But occasionally, I just need a few dollars, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who's ever given me anything, because I know money it's not easy to come by, and I don't expect you to always give every single time I ask. I mean, I say, make sure if you give this one time, you can another. That's no big deal. Just like the video, watch it, comment on whatever, do all that, and that helps me in the long run get money later. Buy one of my songs, buy one of my books. My books are like $5, $6. I have over 60, 70 books. Buy one of my books. That helps out. Like, join my Patreon. I have 5 tiers. Patreon.com/James-jlottjr. It's 5 tiers. Pick a class. Come to a class. Come to a Zoom. It's $10, $15. So all these little things, I'm offering you services. And also I do coaching and one-on-ones and all that stuff too. So it's part of it. So the person who was bringing it up there yesterday and today, hope you're seeing this video. Hope you get what I'm saying. And now it makes kind of sense. Because the last couple of videos, I'm assuming you were being sincere, and you were like, James is like really struggling. What's going on here? Let me offer some advice or suggestions. So I want to say thank you for trying to offer some advice suggestions, but now you know where I'm coming from exactly and what the nature of this is. And if you can't give, you can't give. I tell people I don't shame people into giving or not. I'm just like, I do it if you can, you can, you can't, you can't. But if you're watching me, I'm always like, hit that like button, make sure you watch me because that does help too. It all helps. This business is so weird and crazy, but it helps. So I hope that explains something. So if you're like James is the Patreon, up below, I'm going to put all the stuff in the description. You can check it out there. Just copy and paste and go there. I have a SoundCloud. I have a Buy Me a Coffee. I have all kinds of stuff. But actually, also on my page, JLJ Media, the front page, there are buttons you can hit them and go straight to them. Also, I do have merch. I have merchandise. You can go to that too. So all of that I'm going to put in the description below. But thanks for listening. I appreciate every single person who supports me and and proclaims themselves a Lottie. I'm one of the few people in the hosting world that has their own fan base, and that's a name for it. And I'm grateful beyond words. And it's been just a rough year for me, up and down, trying to take care of family, trying to do this, trying to. It's just been. I'm hoping that it smooths out at some point, and then I'm just completely on this. And I have lots of content coming in 2024. I'm James Lott Jr., and I'll talk to you next time.